Bandsaw, listen to this. Not supposed to make that noise. Hey everybody, welcome back to, I don't know what channel I'm going to put this on. So either be on the RATTLECAN Guitar Restorations page, or it'll be on the Mrs. Rattlecan's house page. I don't know which one. Anyways, some of you may or may not know, I have children. Yes, I have been allowed to procreate. One of my children has a birthday coming up. Her birthday's tomorrow, and she turns 18. So I had these fleeting thoughts of what I was going to get her since she is bound for college. I thought, you know, a laptop might be kind of helpful, and you know, it's a practical gift. You know, that's what guys like me do. If you have a special occasion coming up, you need something that is useful, something that you could do something with, something that you could be productive with, that you could make the world a better place with. And she mentions to me, it's my 18th birthday, you know, I'm expecting something sentimental and heartfelt. Well, no pressure there. So, okay, fight's on. This was, let's just say she's getting her birthday present Sunday after supper. So she tells me this, like, I want to say this was Friday. So now suddenly I'm like, oh crap, what am I going to do? So now I have to come up with something sentimental and heartfelt, and I have like 48 hours to do it in. So originally I thought I was going to make a birthday card out of wood, and I just couldn't get that to, it was just too much that could go wrong. You'll see where that's funny here in a minute. In my mind, I just couldn't get that to work. So in the past, I have made numbers for occasions. I made for our 25 years? I think it was our 25th anniversary. I made Mrs. Rattlecan the stylized numbers 25 out of a really nice piece of, was that Bubinga? I think it was Bubinga. So I thought, okay, I'll make her the numbers 18, and I'll figure out some way to incorporate a heart. You know, I'll put, instead of circles here, I'll put hearts here in the middle. I'll just make some heart-shaped holes, and so we'll whip that together and everything will be fine. So I go to my local I go to my local wood supplier, and I find this nice piece of rosewood, because, well, you know, for like a girl, I'd want to get her roses, but she'd throw it away and they die. So I figured rosewood, it's kind of a play on words, that might be nice. Girls like flowers. This has a word that is part of the name of a flower. A loose association, I might could get away with that. So, and you know, she's all, you know, rainbows and unicorns and butterflies and stuff. So I get these stylized kind of bubbly letters. I find that on the interwebs, and I kind of scale it to the piece of wood that I have. And so that was last night. So in my brain, I know what I'm gonna do finally at about 11:30. I've got a plan. So I get in here this morning and use the freshly repaired, how's a big long hair in my eyebrow? The freshly repaired bandsaw to kind of rough cut it out, and then the sanding, the oscillating spindle sander to kind of get us, again, shaped back to where we want to be. And then, so now I got to clean this thing out here in the middle, and that I had to go back to the other house because now my stuff is split between 3 shops. I have the guitar, I have the workshop in the garage at the other house. I have the guitar work area in the basement of the other house, and I have the shop here at the new house. So tools are spread out all over the place. So I went and got my chisels and my files and stuff and kind of got this to where, you know, I wanted it to be. So then we come back over and I'm trying to figure out what to do here. So her mother, and I know where Hannah gets this last minute, let's drop a bomb unintentionally and give my dad a challenge. I know where this comes from because I was describing what I was thinking about doing, and my lovely wife goes, wow, that'd be great if you could find some mother of pearl for that. So down to the local drug wood supplier, they don't have any of that. And so I'm talking to the guy because I got to get another router bit to do this. And you know, we're kind of bouncing some ideas off about some things. And I remember I've got a stack of some spalted wood. I've also got, I also have a piece of, this is, I think, lotus that has fallen down from the neighbor's house. And you can see already where it was kind of, it's got some figure in it. You know, that might be kind of nice. And then I've got, this came out of our yard as well. This is just some spalted and some figured stuff. But it's not mother of pearl. And then my brain goes, hey, you got one of these laying around in your house. So at the moment, we're briefly contemplating using this. The problem is I don't have any idea how to work this into 2 flat blanks that I can carve into a heart. And right now it is, well, it's 1:45 on Saturday afternoon, and I have to have this thing ready in 26 hours. Done. Finish applied, everything. So that's where I'm at the moment. So stand by. All right, we're up to plan E on the hearts, because as I'm going to cut out my blanks on the bandsaw, listen to this. Not supposed to make that noise. So we have something else that I'm gonna go get. We're gonna try to work with that. Okay, I went and raided my stash, and I've got a piece of bird's eye maple veneer that I think we're gonna give it a shot at making these. All right, so we're gonna try this, and I'll be totally honest with you, I'm pretty nervous about this because I've never done this before. So, I mean, this particular style. We'll see. Got to cut it really thin. Got to cut it, I had to cut it that shallow. Actually, just a little bit less than this because I want this to be a little bit proud. so that when it gets inlaid in there and secured in there, I've got enough left so that I can finish it. We can make it all nice and soft. Soft, smooth. Smooth's the word I'm looking for, so here goes nothing. So I will often get the question as to why is my Dremel so freaking loud? It's because I put this piece of tape on the end. I don't put it on the bit. I put it on the part that tightens up on the collet, and it's just a piece of tape. And you will notice that there is no giant pile of shavings up around my workpiece. And that's because this just acts like a propeller and it blows every bit of that away. I have the little air pump that goes on the end of here, the little aquarium pump, and I'm not satisfied with it at all. So save yourself the money, don't buy that. Just put a little piece of tape on there, put up with a little bit of noise, and you'll have a very nice clean work surface. There it is. Now we just got to get it in there, and I forgot to get my epoxy. This will be the 57th trip I've made back to my house today. Unclamped it. We have sanded it first with 120, then with 220. I'll be honest with you, I think that's where we're going to stop. I have taken the tack cloth to it pretty well. We're going to take the naphtha after it, get any of the oils off of my hands, get any of the oil off of this, and then we're going to start putting the Tru-Oil to it. I've got until, what time is it now? It's 5 to 7, and I've got about 24 hours to try to get one really good coat on and maybe a second coat on, and that's all the time we got. So I should probably stop talking about it and get to it. second coat. I just put the second coat on the top, and I did that at maybe 10 this morning. Still a little tacky, so we're done as far as putting any Tru-Oil on it. I might try to just take some steel wool after it right before we give it to her, and then give it to her with the understanding that we, as soon as she gets it, we get to take it back and put the rest of the finish on it.
Hey, if you like this episode of RATTLECAN Guitar Restorations, you might want to check this video out as well. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, and if you'd like to help the channel grow, consider stepping over to our Patreon page and giving that a look. Y'all have a good weekend. Cheers.